What's going on, guys? I'm Jeremy Pugh from White Cloud Productions.
And I'm David Smith from the David Smith Homes Group.
And we are here on beautiful Keats Island on the Sunshine Coast. We're away for a little creative retreat doing some planning, but
we also want to tell you the story about how we ended up here.
Right here. So let's do that.
Right here.
Right here. Let's
kneeling.
Do that. So we made it up here last night, which was an adventure. Our ferry was late, and then the small boat that was supposed to bring us here, they wouldn't take us to where we were supposed to go. We ended up on the complete opposite side of the island. Run,
B-roll. Creative retreat, day one. We're on a boat.
Thank you for picking us up.
No problem.
But we did make it, and maybe you're wondering, why are a realtor and a media guy doing a creative retreat, whatever that is? And we want to tell you a little bit of our story, because we go back a few years. Do you want to go first?
You go first.
You go first.
You go first.
You go first. So 10 years ago, I was speaking to youth groups. Jeremy was the music guy, so he'd be up and then I'd be up, and then we just started hanging out. And our wives would come along every single Tuesday night. Amanda invariably would fall asleep, which I think was in preparation for the fact that both families were about to add 3 kids each over the next few years. And so we go back a long, long time now.
What's the most embarrassed you've ever been in front of me?
The most embarrassed I've ever been in front of you, that is... I feel sick about this regularly, but I also laugh a lot about this regularly. Jer, I walked into Dublin Crossing Irish Pub. He was there with his dad. They had a nice spread of food. They'd had a couple of pints. And I said to Jer's dad, "Isn't it great Jeremy and Sherry are expecting again?" And Jer's face just goes boom, and Carson's face goes boom. And I'm like, "You hadn't told him yet." Ah. For the next 5 minutes, I was like, "No, but you really did know, didn't you?" And then they were like, no. And it was really bad. I felt terrible. What was the most embarrassing moment for you?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. I fell over.
Yeah, yesterday Dave got a giant splinter in his toe and he could not get it out on his own. So yesterday on the government wharf, Keats Landing, I was there just pulling a little splinter out of Dave's toe for him. So you're welcome.
It was a big one.
That's my most embarrassing moment. I never would have thought 2 years ago when we talked to my backyard that we'd be on Keats with me pulling splinters out of your toe. Yeah, that's a conversation I remember really well, because Dave, you were in town interviewing with brokers. We were in my backyard. You showed me a media clip that you liked, and I was like, I think I could do that. And you were like, do you want to? And I was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. 2 years later, here we are. So when we first started out, we were both keen on really featuring the community as well as the property and doing narrative walkthroughs, so that's what we started doing.
Yeah, and now lots of realtors have seen that. They're doing it as well, and you're helping other companies with their media needs too.
Yeah, it's amazing. You've sold over 50 homes, and
now we're both hiring help because both businesses have gone really, really well. It's great. And so we're here like trying to work out, how do we do that for the next year? How do we continue to provide content that we think is going to be interesting to you? And just doing the things that we're passionate about, because we don't just want to grow the business and business and business. We want to do the things that we really enjoy, like telling really good stories and featuring good nonprofits and organizations.
And having fun.
And having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep doing that.
Let's do that.
Let's do that. Reach around. Okay, we're gonna run this right now. Run it right now. Come on.